Back again. The View, the daily content, because these women are hilarious. Oh my god. I seen a snippet of some of this, and it's just the reason I want to do the video is because I want to go through some of the comments on it. The comments on this video are, I want to say, okay, half is funny because it's mind blowing, and the other half is so disappointing. But I just thank God Trump won. Let's start the video, man.
Moves after taking the oath was issuing sweeping executive orders to end diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, all
merit-based,
in the name of what he calls meritocracy in the workplace. So what do you think of getting rid of these DEI programs, and do you think he knows how to spell DEI?
So I fall somewhere in the middle on this. I generally think organizations are stronger when there's...
See, this lady, Alyssa Griffin, she makes the most sense on this show. You know, she definitely calls it down the middle. I mean, I wouldn't say she's right or left. But we'll see what some of these comments that these people got to say. Why? But yeah, generally she has like the most common sense approach.
Diversity, but I think it needs to be the whole host of diversity. So ideological, socioeconomic diversity, religious, not just race-based.
Based on race.
And I think that a lot of Americans generally agree that diversity makes things better. But I also think a lot of this country thinks, I want the federal government to work. I don't know that I think every agency needs 100 or dozens of employees focused on diversity if you can't get your VA benefits, if you feel like our schools are failing and falling behind, if you think it's too hard to get your Social Security benefits. So I think there's somewhere in between that most people fall. And I will say this, something that I've heard from both MAGA types and then like Bernie bros is DEI.
Bernie bros?
To some extent is a professional people problem. If you're working class in this country, if you're in the agriculture,
That's true then.
they're going to get paid on time.
Community and inclusion.
They're going to get enough hours.
So
to
the problem is taking away DEI. It's gonna ruin the Democrats because this is their MO. This is how they get. This is what they start with. You know, like the diversion and trying to keep people apart. Because it's like a revolving door. So they want to keep the DEI so they can have something like affirmative action and have it all on the forefront so they can keep, man, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
make ends meet.
Right.
I campaign
And we're gonna
as
hear-
well. And so I think black jobs, because in the federal government, overwhelmingly black professionals work there. We're talking about over 16%, more than the black population. And so I think what we're facing here is sort of a second nadir, because Woodrow Wilson, you know, back in the day, did the same thing. He resegregated the federal government, leading to a plunge in income for not only black workers, but also for women. And so what we're seeing is an attack, not on necessarily DEI.
It's not an attack.
Or wokeness. We're seeing an attack on the very fabric of our company, which is opportunity for all, including women. And women, what Whoopi has said often, women were really the most, they gained the most advantages from affirmative action. And so this is a war on women. I think it's a war on people of color. And what we're going to see is a lot of pain, but especially to those communities that need those jobs.
And also,
It's not a war on anybody. You keep saying war like it's
well, they're not only going to
put them on paid leave.
What they are doing is also eliminating the protections for discrimination in awarding government contracts. To be clear, that is going.
She says discrimination like this is the very thing she's fighting for is discrimination. I feel like I'm living in a simulation with these ladies, and it's just truly mind-boggling. The very thing she's fighting for, DEI, is discrimination, is that diversion, is keep everybody apart. I thought the whole point of we want to be equal. I don't like. I feel like I'm living like like I'm being punked with these ladies. Like, and we'll see. Look,
to hurt women. That is.
Look, it's not gonna hurt women. It's not gonna. We have to read some of these comments. How bad and embarrassing they are. Of course, Alyssa focuses on race, DEI. Alyssa, you're starting to not make good talking points. Please don't BS the people. The gaslighting on this country is sad. Please keep Anna on the show. But, this is the craziest comment of 2025. Please keep Anna on the show every day. Between her and Sunny, it's the only way we get some semblance of truth about what's happening. If you think Sunny Holston has any semblance of truthful bone in her body, you need to be checked into a mental hospital. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. Alicia, shut up. You've already shown who your loyalties are for. Thanks, Anna. Oh man. Every day Alyssa reminds us she did not vote for Trump. No one else says it. I wonder if she did. I hope she did, because she's the only one with kind of half a brain cell there. Anna, you are spot on today. The most qualified for the job should be hired regardless of skin color or sex. Ah, man. I like Whoopi because she handles her own stuff. I like Joy because she won't play victim. I like Sarah because she speaks from the heart. I like Sunny because she knows the law. The law, her husband is about to go to jail for insurance fraud. That's the law. Allegedly. I like Anna because she speaks her mind. I do not like Alyssa because she is and does none of those things in defense of the indefensible. This is like after all the laughs and the giggles and the embarrassed, these obviously all these people are embarrassing. It's sad, man. It's so sad how we're so far away from being like normal and like being one. We're all so divisive. Anna and Sunny are 100% correct. Once again, Sarah and Alyssa are playing both sides. I mean, the comment section is embarrassing, truthfully.
It's going to hurt.
But I believe in this 85%, and yet example of saying
Harvard
that
Law School,
it's not just effective. And the one thing I will say that is, as we push DEI, that's not what I'm reading. But the point here is that I would also say this all started in colleges and the turning over of affirmative action. I would ask that they immediately address legacy admissions as well. Because if we're talking about the equal opportunity, we need to get rid of legacy admissions.
Underscore one thing, which is this is abolishing existing DEI departments within the federal government. So people who worked in those departments are being put on leave. It is not going back and like, oh, this woman was hired by this officer, so she's losing her job.
The Civil Rights Division has been put on pause as well.
I'm just saying a distinction.
Yeah, but they are going through a purge department by department. They are finding out. Who might be doing. I mean, they've been asking people in the different federal departments to basically snitch on each other. Yes, who's a liberal, who's a Biden supporter. Wow.
I don't know. Is this lady? No, she's not the most brain dead. Sunny's definitely the most brain dead, but she's getting up there.
Who's into equity,
yes,
and they have been, purging those people, which they told us they were going to do. What's one of the first things
that's
he did?
That's not 1965. That's 1935.
He fired the commandant, the first one.
I feel like in the background they have posters to say, "Hey, please clap now. Please cheer right now." There's no way these people have an audience. But then again, you read the comments and it's sad, man. It's sad, truthfully. But hopefully we're at a time where, it gets better and The View can get canceled. I mean, I don't think it should get canceled because it's good content, but it's definitely damaging, like, to see some of these comments. Let me know what y'all think, though. We're gonna be back tomorrow. And, yeah, man. Just The View, man. The View. I can't believe it, man.